Well, hello everybody and welcome to our Let's Play of Tales of Rise. I'm your casual nerd, and last time we came to Mahag Saar to find that it has already seen a revolution, and to our dismay there's a stupid asshat that has power over the demons right now. So now we are resting here in this inn that we got sent to, and then we're probably going to hunt down the Lord, which is on the run. So let's see.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Alright, so yeah, we are going to go to the forest, which is probably where the Lord is hiding. So hopefully we can leave now, and there's no other event that we have to take care of first. But let's see.
Where are you going?
Alphen,
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Yeah,
So
we're
we're
really
just going to check
going
things out, right?
into the
In
relationship
whatever that
between
forest is
Alphen and
called.
Shion.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
So let's see. I think the way to the Estaluva forest was this way. So let's see. Last time we couldn't get there, but yeah, now we can leave. Perfect. Perfect. So the loading screen is telling us who died. Nice reminder, I guess. So we're in.
Got sand in my
Mahag
eyes.
The winds are
Saar, which
strong
is
here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of
basically
my
the
mouth
realm
is all
of wind,
sandy.
I would
Poodle,
say.
don't get blown away, okay?
Let's see what these Sugals here are weak against, so we can get the correct art set up. But first, let us check out the chit chat.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
And there's even more chit chat about the rock formations.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Alright. And they just don't stop talking, so we have to keep listening to what they have to say, because I'm invested in the characters. What can I say? So, let's see.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alright, it seemed they stopped talking. And there's a side quest here, so let's check it out. Just noticed it on the minimap. Oh, it's the gourmet again.
Oh?
Oh, is this gourmet? Oh, I remember. You're the young lady that's always starving. I didn't see you since our meeting in Elder Menancia. You're the one that's always starving. I guess you found another recipe on your travels?
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. I'm glad that I can
Is that
come to
so?
the point directly. Shion, who's that? That's Gordano. He's traveling and searching for new recipes
You
to
don't
try. Nice quest indeed. My name's Dohalim. It's a pleasure to meet
How?
you. Wow, the Dohalim, Lord of Elder Menancia? It's an honor, my lord. The beef stew was
I
exquisite. The honor is on my side. But how come that you could try the secret recipe of the palace?
Hey!
Whatever. What do you need this time? Come on, just talk. Alright. This time I'm looking for salad, apples, and lemons. Can I ask you to bring this stuff to me?
Sure.
And we have what he needs, because we always do. If this is everything you need, here it is.
Nice work.
In this case, I'll give you the recipe, so you fine people can cook it right away. Oh, that looks rather simple. Even I could make this.
Very nice.
Wonderful. Then you can make it.
Well?
Alright, done.
Yes.
Oh, look at this lovely meal. And it smells heavenly. Let's see how it tastes.
What?
Whoa, this is absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad, I
What?
mean. What? I promise you that I followed the recipe for this vitamin drink in every detail. Try it yourself and tell me if you are if you still defend this drink. Here. Alright, then chuck it down.
I don't believe this.
You know what I mean? You want to throw up, don't
All
you?
right.
Just a moment. I see a little warning sign at the bottom of the recipe. Pure vegetable smoothie are only for the advanced in this material. Advanced in this topic. Beginners should add some juice.
No.
Young lady, did you just use the salad? Although I asked you to use apples and lemons
Sure.
too? Oh, come on. Who reads the little stuff?
Really now.
Lesson learned, Shion. Just have to try again and use the fruits.
Yes.
Alright, let's start again.
What?
Whoa, this is absolutely exquisite. At least in comparison.
What?
You still don't sound like it's great. Is this really the best recipe Mahag Saar has? I do believe so. When I heard of it the first time, it reminded me and the one from Menancia. The combination from fruit and vegetables just reminds me of the coexistence of Danans and Renans. I thought the recipe would catch this harmony.
Very nice.
Either way, this is the most healthy recipe that you will find here. Indeed, I will try it to make sure that the valuable harmony lives on, even inside my tummy.
Yes!
Well, I'm content right now. I can leave this realm without any regrets. It's time for me to travel on and find even greater culinary recipes. Farewell, my comrades. Well, in fact, I would like another class before I go. Right, so we got another recipe and another
Well,
side
that was
quest
a
done.
huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alright, let's look what the next chit-chat is about, because there's another one.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Alright, so yeah, she has to chill down, or to chill out a bit, because yeah, you can't keep everything clean if you're running around fighting all the time. But if there's a possibility to wash them and to repair them, that's surely a good thing to do. Alright, so let's check out the Sugals here. There's some...
Dispose of the trash.
Burn in hell! Take this!
So what we want to find out is
Be still! Soaring light spear!
what they are weak against.
I'll trip it up.
You're finished!
How about this?
Just dodging all the time. So
Take this! Shield and blade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Shockwave Strike! Dazzle! Mirage!
use the boost attacks of
You're mine!
everyone.
Mirage!
And use the dodging. Use the boost attack.
Banner of Heaven!
Oh, this is
Nice
You're
technique!
mine!
Sleep out by the
Be still! Soaring light spear!
definitely the best looking combo attack. Alright, so let's see. There's some... There they are. Here we go. So they're not weak against anything. So... Okay.
I got it!
Got what?
I can
Okay,
chop up
check this
vegetable
out.
scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
There's an item here. Alright. So yeah, there's an herb here, so we're gonna get this one.
Out of our way!
Ignite! Take this!
Tiger blade! These ones can run rings around us!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Prepare to be sealed on fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
So you sin because he's
Anything in armor is all right. Do it! I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Ha! Who said anything about letting off?
punch.
Dazzle! Soaring light spear!
Dodge. Use his boost attack because why not?
Soaring alpha!
You're spicier than you look!
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic. What's the secret to being as strong as you?
You're pretty fierce on your own.
Maybe. But I've still got a ways to go. You're stronger than
So
any
their
Renaissance
weakness
I've ever met.
definitely
They don't just let anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed. So
use the boost combination.
Consider yourself
So the weakness definitely earth attacks, it seems. Alright, let's see. I think we have a... This is earth, but I think we have another one. Yes. Okay, let's
Your flames and my
put this in.
technique.
We're stronger together than we are apart.
And there's another herb which gives us elemental defense. So elemental defense is against art. So I often can dodge it. Kisara is our tank and she's pretty low on this, so let's give it to her. I don't
Somehow,
like
things are even worse
I don't
outside the city
like
than they are
her
inside.
defense being
Yeah,
this
it's
low,
all
even if it's
ruined.
against arts.
Houses and everything else.
Got some
Even if it was all
potatoes.
in the name of beating the Renans. This is...
So let's see. So she's reacting to something. Let's see what it is. Okay, here's the owl. Nice. Found it.
maybe
But
something's
so-
going on in the forest.
What's this direction? Is this the forest? Or is this another part we don't have to go yet?
Do you
Let's see.
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Oh, it's the lake. Right. Right, it's the lake. Let's see. Probably something like the mountain. So we want to go to the forest, so let's go to the forest first. Let's go to the forest first. I think if this is like southwest, we have to go northwest. Probably. Alright. So check out all of this. If there's something here. There's some wolves. We have to take
I'll
care
do
of
my
here.
best.
Take this! It's over!
In a bind?
Oh, too shy to come over? Here, let
Eternal
me help.
devastation!
This one's mine. Going in.
Use lost, boost.
You! No escape!
Water.
You're mine!
Tiger blade.
You're mine!
This is boost attack. Gosh,
To stop you dying?
Right.
shoot him down.
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Going in now.
Take this!
You're spicier than you look.
Dodging
Future
around
without
like
getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair.
Eternal devastation!
1, 2, 3, and we have them.
The heavens must be smiling.
Alright, alright, alright. So I don't seem to be finding any items here. So let's go on. Let's see what we have here. There is nothing. Nope, nope, nothing here. But there's some elementals.
Go no further!
Take this!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
You're finished! Look sharp!
Freeze Lancer!
Here I come!
Ready up, kill it if I do! It's a duel of the arts! I'm only getting started! Crescent move!
Can't flying free!
What can I do?
Boost attack.
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Shockwave strike! Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Shockwave strike!
Use the weaknesses.
That's my cue!
Be still! Shut him down!
Make it way!
Use the boost
Look
attack.
sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice.
Mirage! Shockwave strike! Crush! Here I come!
Use this
You've
boost
got a knack
and
for battle.
I still plan on training though.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more following.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
shoot him down.
Make it rain!
And use the boost attack.
Say no more.
Alrighty. So that's that.
Looks like we came out on top.
Easy
We just
enough.
need to make sure we stay there.
Right.
So
And without totally overdoing it.
see what we have here. This is one ore. There is a way here and there's a way here. I think this is the way to the forest and this is the way to the ruins they talked about in the city. Because there was a guy that said something about the directions we can go.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
There's even a resting place.
As I recall, there's
Some
a recipe
rice.
we've yet to try.
Yeah, this is the last ingredient.
And let's see
Yeah, we
what
need.
this guy is. Let's check our... Alright, so we got our farm done, so it's like use just a normal food and yeah, get some more horse. Alright, so that's that. Can we build new weapons? That's the question of the day. Oh yes, for her. And yes for him. Alright, alright, alright. So what we can do is don't really care for this. So what we do now is if we can do it, we disequip this and yeah, now we can build them. And let's see, for this we just need this one, but and for this, yeah, we're fine too. Alright, so what we need is some money. So let's see. We have some weapons here. could sell. I don't know. So we definitely need this one. This one is our best bet right now. We're just struggling to find what we should sell. Well,
let's go ahead and prepare it.
Let's wait. Maybe we can. Alright, so there's lots of this stuff we can sell. So let's sell around 50 of them. Alright, let's sell, let's say 20 of them. So 5 of them, alright. Like 2 of them, alright, let's sell like 20 of you, cool. And yeah, I mean, that's that for the moment. So I think can build this one for her, right? Build and equip. And we have to get rid of the shitty weapon here.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
And then build this one. So I think right now we are around the point where we have most of the 3,400, maybe even 3,700 weapons. Right. Okay, so that's good. So we are up to date regarding our weapons. This is good. Now we can take a rest.
I feel all bent out of shape.
There's a chit chat, so let's check it out. What is this chit chat about?
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
And even more chitting. So let's chat.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Yeah, I don't want to eat grass. More talking!
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Yo, those people can say what they want, but Dohalim is a certified good guy. It's like, he really did change stuff for the better. He used his power for the good, and even if he says it was not for idealistic reasons, I don't think that really is a problem. If good comes from it, it's definitely not a bad thing. But well, let's take a rest. Whoa. So there's a effect I've never seen before. I don't really know what it does. So let's see. There was more. This is more the mental attack, and this is more. Right. Okay, so this is more elemental defense M, so let's do this.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
It's the one we just learned.
What's wrong, Law?
Why do I gotta have a vitamin smoothie?
Because you've been eating nothing but meat lately. Your body needs vegetables to stay healthy.
Yeah, but does it have to be so concentrated?
It's better that way. Even if you hate vegetables, all you have to do is drink it. It's a quick and easy way to get more nutrients.
Like you're one to talk. You'll have anything as long as it's spicy.
Which that vitamin smoothie isn't. I know its taste leaves a little to be desired, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad.
This sludge isn't gonna make me less hungry.
I don't know. If you downed 10 of them, I bet you'd start feeling pretty full.
Are you trying to turn me into an herbivore or something?
If I were you, Law, I'd drink it down sooner rather than later. It's going to start tasting bitter if you let it get warm.
It's already bitter when it's cold.
Come on, Law. It's good for you. Quit complaining and drink it already.
Alright, now there's some bubbles here, so I think we have to talk to Dohalim.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
Talked with him, I think.
You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
Alright.
Shall we get moving?
So we did an awful lot of talking, and we moved through this area, and I think we're getting to the forest right here. So I would say we stop this episode right here, and next time we'll see if this is the right way or if we have to go to this area. But nevertheless, we're pretty much through this part and gonna go into the forest next time. So until then, bye.